Hi soulmates, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Tekla Ezugu, and in today's video I'll be teaching you the best method of achieving an armhole princess dart. So if this sounds like something that you like to learn, go ahead now, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and also remember to turn on your notification bell so that you, my precious one, be the very first person to know any day and anytime I upload a new tutorial. For this sewing tutorial, we'll be working with this Ankara fabric. It is about 1.5 yard. I have my lining, which is about 1.5 yard, and then an estee. This estee is 2 yards, and then some breast pads that I have left. And of course, this pattern drafting that we have already done. So if you have not seen the pattern drafting of this video, go over now to the channel and watch the pattern drafting before you join us for this sewing tutorial. So I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into two, and I'm just going to go ahead and pin down my pattern paper on it, and I'll be adding 1/2 inch seam allowance all around my pattern paper, just the way you can see me doing. Now, one thing I would advise you to do is to make sure that you use your tape to add this 1/2 inch. Don't eyeball it. So many people always eyeball their 1/2 inch when they are adding, but for me, I like using tape because it gives me accurate measurement. So I've gone ahead to add 1/2 inch all round. You can see the neckline to the shoulder to the armhole. Now you would notice on that place that I labeled SF, which is the side front, that I've not added any allowance. Now I came up by 2 inches on my pattern to mark where my breast pad is going to stop. If you want yours to come up more, fine, but for me 2 inches is always okay for me. So now we are going to add 1.5 inches allowance to the side of my pattern, because remember we didn't add any allowance when we were drafting this pattern. So just go ahead and add your suitable sewing allowance. If you want it to be 2 inches, fine. If you want it to be 1 inch, fine. But for me and for this purpose of this tutorial, I added 1.5 inches. So right now I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. So after cutting it out, this is what I have. So you can see the way I've added all my seam allowance, and I'm just going to go ahead to notch all my lines so that it will guide me when I am joining it together. Please remember to notch your seam allowance when you are sewing. Remember to notch all lines because it's going to guide you when you are joining it together, right? And now I'm going to go ahead now and cut out the back. So this is me trying to cut out the back as well, and I also added 1/2 inch all round it, and on the side as well I'm also going to be adding 1.5 inches, just exactly the same way that I did for the front, as you can see. And I'll now go ahead to cut that out. You can see that I also added 1/2 inch on the armhole part. If you want, you can skip the 1/2 inch on the armhole. Now, on the down part, my fabric was not reaching, so the allowance I had there was about 1/4 inch, but I can work with it. So after cutting, this is what I have, and I will now go ahead to cut the same thing out on my lining pieces. So after cutting it out, this is what I have. Now, also remember that our Blazer Masterclass is coming up this month. The class is 15,000, and it is a very detailed class. You don't need any other class after this one. Now, I've gone ahead to add my stay both on my main fabric and on my lining. I like being generous with my interfacing. Some people don't even add on their lining, but for me, I add everywhere because it gives me a very good effect. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut my wording. So you remember the particular place where I told you that this wording is going to stop, right? that is where I will make sure that the wording stops. You can see how notched it is. So now I don't have to start checking where does this part start, where does it stop. I just know that it has to start on that particular place, which is like the chest line, and end on the underbust, which makes everything easy for me. So now let's go ahead and cut out the side. So for the side, I just went ahead to fold what I have into two. And now I'm going to place the side on it. And also remember that place that I notched, which is 2 inches above my bust point. That is where I said my pad would be stopping or starting. Now for the side of my pad, I like making it like half of my fabric. Like I just make it half of it. It doesn't get to the seam allowance because I don't like it that bulky or that big. So that's just what you can see me doing. So after cutting, I went ahead to notch it, and right now I am also going to go ahead to curve out my pad. You can see it is very sharp, so I'm just going to add some curve to it so that it will be curved, right? And one good thing about doing this is that it helps your bust to relax. When you leave everywhere pointy, it does not always relax very well, right? So now after cutting, you can see what I have. I'm just placing it together so that you can see how this looks, because this is also the same way I would be adding it to my fabric. So now I'm going to go ahead and gum this together. I added some hemming gum to it. You can also do the same thing. And I've also marked out that ½ inch that we first marked out, right? You remember we added ½ inch sewing allowance to the sides of each fabric, right? So that same ½ inch is what I'm measuring now. You can see the way I'm going in with my tape to measure that ½ inch. I am not eyeballing it. I am making sure at every side it is exactly ½ inches. And I also went ahead to notch my bust point, chest line, and then my under bust. Now, in order to join this together, go ahead and pin your under bust together. And now top stitch on your underbust and sew it all the way down. This is the first step. Always make sure to top stitch your underbust and sew it all the way down. Once you have done this, you will not have issues joining the up part again. Don't start from your nipple point, right? And after joining from the underbust all the way down, you can now go ahead and pin what you have. So right now I'm going to join all the way to my bust point, right? And after joining all the way to my bust point, you can see what I have. Now go ahead, pin what you have remaining together and sew it. This is a very simple technique that is going to give you the most relaxed bustier ever. Don't start from the hemline to join your bustier. Just start from your underbust, top stitch your underbust, and then sew it down before joining the up part. This is going to give you accurate joining. Now, because this pattern, the dart intake, remember the way we were drafting the pattern, the dart intake on both sides is not equal. So it's possible for your nipple point to shift a little bit, but not much. So now after joining, you can see what I have. You can see this is already coming out so nice. So right now I'm going to go ahead and notch my ½ inch allowance and go ahead to also iron it open, right? So you can see the way I'm using my iron to iron that, and then press it very well. Iron everything open and trim. Iron both on the wrong and the right side, and then trim out the excess allowance on the ½ inch that you have, right? Now go in with your stay and cover up the allowance so that it doesn't form a bulk inside of it, just the way you can see me do. Now also remember that we have a WhatsApp community of over 700 or 800 tailors. Now the link to my WhatsApp in the comments. If you want to join the WhatsApp community, it is totally free, and it is only tailors that is in that group. So if you are not a tailor, you are not invited, right? So my WhatsApp link is in the comment. Click on it and it will bring you directly to my WhatsApp, right? Now I'm going to go ahead to use my lining to cover up. I've joined my lining just the same way I did for my fabric. You would also notice that I also ironed out my lining seam allowance, and I used half inch to join the neckline and then to join the sides as well. And this is me trimming off the excess allowance that I have there. After doing this, go ahead, turn it out and give it a very nice and good press. Also remember that if you are joining this to your pencil skirt, cut it on the waist. You don't have to make it a blouse just the same way I'm doing. It's still the same method. The only difference is that you're now going to cut it on the waist, right? So now let's work on the back of my fabric. Now I'm going to go ahead to pin the lining and the main fabric together, and I'm going to use half inch to join the neckline and the sides, two sides, just the same way we did for the front. If you want, you can also use your lining to turn the down part, but for this particular blouse, I will not be turning the down part with my lining, right? Now go ahead to pin everything together, and you are going to now stitch with the allowance that you added, right? So you can see the way I'm taking my time to pin everything. Remember that we added half 1.5 inches allowance to the side. That is exactly what I'm taking out. By doing this, we are trying to shape the fabric. Now one thing you can do is to measure your round body divided by 2, and whatever you have, you take out the allowance. If you are not sure of the allowance that you're taking out, just let's say your bust is 40 divided by 2 is 20. Measure 20 on the bust part, and whatever you have left, you divide it into 2 and put it on both sides. But for me, I am sure that half 1.5 inches is what I added. So I just went ahead to sew that down. Now you're also going to trim out the armhole a little bit if you want, or if it is not aligning with your armhole, so that when you join in your sleeve, it can relax very well. In this case, I took out half inch. You can take 1 inch depending on how big your client or your armhole is, right? Now I also shaped out the down part. I'll be using a bias tape to bias the hemline and also the neckline, right? So for me, I use bias to turn the down part of my clothes. And if you are joining this to a skirt down, you can just shape the down part, whether it's a basque line or it is a normal round waist, right? Now you remember that there is a dart at the back of this cloth. You remember? So right now I am going to mark out that dart, and in order to do that, I'm going to minus my zipper allowance. Remember that we added a zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. So minus it and then mark 4 inches, or mark your bust span, which is nipple to nipple divided by 2, and then pin it down and use half inch to join it, just the same way you sew your darts. I also went ahead to use a bias tape to fold in the down part. You can see that the down part is already looking neat. So now let's go ahead and join the zip part. Remember that the allowance that I used for our zip is 1.5. That is exactly what I'm taking out right now. Now, if you have not joined our detailed corset online class, you might be the one that is missing out right now. The class is very, very detailed, and it has a classroom effect in the sense that it just feels like you're learning it physically. The only difference is that I'm using a camera to record it for you, and you also get to ask questions. Now, after I was done, this is what I have. I also use a bias tape to bias the armhole. Just go ahead to join any sleeve of your choice. You can see how neat and how structured this looks. And thank you so much for watching, guys. And if you enjoyed this video, you can drop me a thank you in the comments. Let me know that you enjoyed this particular tutorial. If you are a beginner in tailoring, I hope this tutorial was able to help you. My name is Tekla Ezugu. And if you have not joined our membership on this YouTube, Click the join button on your screen right now. Remember that I've always told you that it's not just about knowing how to sew. You also need to learn how to run your fashion business course. And the only way to do that is to join our fashion business course on this YouTube. So go ahead now, click that join button showing on your screen and follow through with it. My name is Tekla Ezugu, and until our next tutorial guys, thank you so much for watching and bye.